If you're wanting to learn HVAC and you don't know where to start, I've made something for you that's going to make it easier and faster for you to learn HVAC. Today I'm going to show you ACTOOLPRO, the new updates on how you can learn with this tool by actually seeing and knowing what everything does, how it works, what tools you need, and how to work on it. We're going to dive in. This is the step-by-step guide of the new features that are inside of my app, ACTOOLPRO. And if you don't know where to download it, I'll put a link in the description. Go check it out before we get started. If you have visited the website actoolpro.com and you have downloaded the app and then added it to your home screen, whether you're using the desktop or an iPad or a tablet or Android or iPhone, you've got it. Now let's click it and let's dive in. So we open it up. The first thing we see is all the components. If you don't know anything about this app, it contains every component for an air conditioner, a heat pump, a mini split, a gas furnace, thermostats, the controls, the electrical side of it, and every component now has a 3D view. So we can actually go to the compressor, we can click on it. At the top, it's going to say tap for 3D view. Click it, and you'll see the compressor rotating. So we can click on the rings, and it'll bring us into that piece of that component. The accumulator is what you see. Now it's also down here. So we can click on suction, discharge line, go over, motor terminals, and it gives you detailed description. So it's not just these are the motor terminals. No, on a conventional one-phase or single-phase compressor, these are C, common, S, start, and R, run. C and S plus C and R should equal S and R. So you can utilize that for your diagnostics and your troubleshooting using your meter in the field. All right, so you see how we got the 3D view, right? Now let's exit. Let's click on a heat pump. Let's learn more about the reversing valve. So we click on reversing valve. Now we can look at what it does or how it works, but let's go to 3D view. 3D view, we can see the reversing valve. Check it out. We can rotate if we want. We can look at the suction line, which is always in the middle, right? Port to the outdoor coil, port to the indoor coil, and then the solenoid coil. You want to learn about this component for a heat pump? You can learn all about it. Now let's get out of here. This is for learning, just like my guides are. You can go to my guides, learn more about airflow and ductwork, mini splits, geothermal training, scroll over. You need to know the correct wire size, correct breaker size, you can do it. Gas pipe sizing, you can do it. But I've added something that's super cool. Let's go to diagnose. All right, let's say you're in the field. Let's say you are checking the refrigeration side of an air conditioner. You got your gauges on, you got your temp clamp, you're measuring suction line, liquid line, you got your probe inside, you're measuring the temp split. But you want to know if there's an issue, you want help with the diagnostics. So let's say we're working on a, let's choose what refrigerant, let's say R32. Let's say it can't be fixed orifice, so TXV EEV valve. Let's say our suction pressure is 130. Head pressure is 398. Suction line, let's say it's 54. Liquid line, let's say it's 101. Return air, let's do 81. Supply air, let's do 63. Wet bulb, let's say 68. And outdoor dry bulb, 94. We go down. It says superheat is high, 16.8. Subcooling is low, 1.7. I would have to agree. But the temp split is okay. Now, if you look at the very bottom, it says diagnosis undercharge. So it tells you right there, undercharge, low on refrigerant, and then it says on a TXV EEV, low subcooling is the classic low charge signature. The system is not holding a full liquid column, and the high superheat backs that up. Leak check, repair, and then weigh in the charge. It doesn't say just charge it up. It says leak check, so that's nice as well. And then, guess what? We can see the condenser coil. So 3D view, look at that. Now let's go to another scenario. Mini splits are really popular. So before we dive back in to diagnose and maybe check the heating, let's go through and check out a component for a mini split. So let's scroll down. Let's look at the indoor fan motor, DC fan motor. Let's look at the 3D view. Look at that. That looks like a mini split indoor motor and a blower wheel. Super cool. At the bottom, mount and isolator, cross flow wheel, shaft and bearing. Super cool. Feedback wire, power and command. So cool. Tells you how it works. It's just so nice to have, because then if you're a student and you're sitting there and you just want to learn about mini splits, you got all the components. Now, let's go back and let's go to diagnose at the bottom, right in the middle. Now let's go to, we've also got static pressure, which is really nice. So we could find out what our external static pressure is, look at our coil drop, filter drop, and then get results. So we can know, is there something wrong with the ductwork? Is there something wrong with the airflow? Let's go back to charge. Let's go to heating. All right, now, let's just say it's R32. We're in the heating mode. Rule out first, outdoor coil, clear, and defrosting, okay. Reversing valve, okay. Suction's not hot. There's not a problem with the valve, it's not stuck. Outdoor airflow, coil clean. Okay. Now, suction pressure. Let's say it's 70. Head pressure is 340. Suction line, let's say it is 45. Liquid line, 89. Air side, let's say return is 69. Supply air, let's say it is 95. Outdoor ambient, let's say it is 42 degrees outside. Superheat, high. Subcooling, okay. Temperature rise, okay, 26 degrees. Outdoor coil starved. The diagnosis, check metering. Outdoor coil starved, subcooling looks okay, but superheat is high. The outdoor evaporator coil is being starved. Check the metering device, check the valve for the heating direction. So we get the diagnosis, it tells us what to check, and then we can see the component in 3D. What does it say to check? A check valve. So we can look at the check valve. We can also look at the metering device. So we can learn about both. Super helpful in the field. If you're a student who wants to learn faster, you want to learn HVAC, and you want to have something in your pocket that can help you, check out AC Tool Pro. If you're a technician in the field and you need help diagnosing equipment, whether it's in the cooling or the heating mode or with static pressure, go check out AC Tool Pro. ACTOOLPRO.com. Download it. It's only 20 bucks a month, less than $1 a day, and you got Taddy in your pocket with you to help you learn, diagnose, have all the guides, and have all of the information that you need to be able to learn HVAC faster and diagnose equipment. You've been watching Taddy Digest. I'm Tad, and I'll keep you cool if you let me.